revenge, somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? We're waiting. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Winston going to get this out to Evans. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Undercut, undercut, undercut.
From the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's what I do. Check. Check out. Sunday. Mike 54. Let's get off the field, D.
Jameis to throw it. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready. White 25. Check. White 54. White 54. Come on. You better bring it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 54. Right there. 54.
Again, it's Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jack Risky Tart. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be territory at the 2-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Mariota, and able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! 4-2, Mike 4-2. Watch it!
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 45. All day, all day, all day, all day.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Share. Flip.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there. They just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready? Blue ready. 51, come on. And let's pin the mirror. Green, come see. Check three.
First down, they go with Barber again. Directly over him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Wait.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On second and 11 now. Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a third down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 54, come on.
On third down, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Santos' kick is up and through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So,
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, that's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in the great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, come and see. Switch it. Check 99. Check 99.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready. Blue ready. Tommy. Mike 51. Mike 51. Tommy.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to slip, and that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the Hey, foul.
Barber on 1st and 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 43.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then clock.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jordan Leggett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Flip.
Here's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
54, come on.
From the red zone now, Winston. And this is incomplete. Peyton Barber was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This complete to Lockett. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyler Lockett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pulling and communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This is Breida. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's another 49er first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. From the red zone now, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down, as his guys have now moved out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Mike 45. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They run again with Breida. Room here to run. There he goes. goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Flushed out right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Kill. Turn up.
Winston gives to Barber.
I got you, boy.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Ready? Move, ready. Check right 45. Man, I got you. SOS.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun, Mariota. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Tommy, switch.
Winston now. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Here's Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Follow. 51. I got it. Check 52. Check 9. Check 9.
Following the interception, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Switch. Switch.
Jameis to throw it. It's caught. Lockett. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has now been a banner game, throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd down, Barber. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 2nd and 12, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mariota escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, here's Breida. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run with Breida. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. On 2nd and a yard, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 42 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready, white 25, 51 to
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it. So what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy. Because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There was some trust in there. There was also some hope.
54, right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Barber. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30. 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 62 yards. And they were able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Barber. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check four, check four.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
From the 44, Winston. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Winston to throw for it on fourth. He's got Evans. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And a Buccaneer first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Winston to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Breida.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been terrific so far. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably great.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the 49ers, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to